Hello again, everyone. It's Vince Forer here from TradingWinds.com, and this is our update for October 10th, 2018. Let's take a quick look at today's markets. It was a wild ride on Wall Street today. Just about everything just plunged. We saw a market sell-off, a significant sell-off. The Dow down 831 points. There it is. This was led mostly by the tech stocks, but it was across the board. On sizable volume here, and if you look at just about any index, have a look at the Dow Jones, every single stock lower. You look at the Nasdaq, and here, let me bring that up for you quickly and just skim through it. There are maybe three stocks out of the 100 on the Nasdaq 100 that closed in positive territory. It was a broad sell-off across the board. The S&P 500 dropping 94 points. There's that move. The Nasdaq was down a whopping 315 points, or over 4% in one day, and the Russell 2000 was down almost 3%, lower by 46 points. The bond market, surprisingly though, continues to sell off, and that in itself tells you everything, because normally when equities sell off that hard, bonds are seen as a safe haven and you see money moving into the bond market. We did not see that today. That means bonds, especially the longer term bonds, are being sold and continue to be sold. So we should expect rates to continue going up, putting more pressure on equities. Crude sold off as well. It followed the equity market. It was down $2.13, or almost 3%. Gold did see a bit of a bounce, up about 5.5 points at the official close. Not really being treated as a safe haven yet, but this is one market that could see or get a bit of a boost. The dollar also selling off a little. So the question is this just a temporary blip here, a temporary setback before another move higher, or is this phase one of what we have been expecting, a much bigger sell-off for the equity markets? I think the answer is yes and yes, meaning I do think we'll see a bounce here before the bigger plunge, but no doubt about it, I think we are in for a much bigger plunge. If you look at the daily chart, and yeah, it's broken, all right, it's definitely selling off, but looking at the weekly chart, it is just a blip right now. And running into a level of support here. So we could bounce here. We've got a long way to go before we consider this chart broken. And of course, the monthly chart is far from broken. So I do think this is just a blip for now. But, if rates continue rising, if the tariff issue with China is not resolved soon, and if we start seeing an impact on the earnings announcements due out here in the next month or so, then yeah, I absolutely think we are in for a much bigger drop. Stay tuned. Keep an eye on those futures tomorrow morning, the equity futures. They'll give you an indication of where this market is headed and whether or not we are in for another big day of selling tomorrow. That's about it for now. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you on our next update.